Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helene Honey. If it's your first time here, welcome. Let's get into this topic. You are the main course. You are not a side dish. That's right. That's right. I want to share with you guys why loyalty matters in a relationship. I want to talk about situationships, players, healthy relationships, our standards, and I'm going to share with you how this ties into our concept of ourselves, our self-worth, self-love, how we can heal from some of these dynamics, and what to do if you find yourself in one of these situations, okay? Now, on this channel, I love keeping it raw and real. I love to remind us of what real love is. And I want to share with you that your feelings, you have them for a reason. And so don't bypass them. Don't stomp all over them. Connect to your heart space and your soul, your spirit, because it's going to reveal so much to you. Your soul is very much alive. It's connected to God, the divine. If something feels off in your spirit, in a relationship, but just in life in general, you want to pay attention to that, right? So you guys have heard of that term gut feeling, right? Your vibration, the vibes don't lie. Energy never lies. You're the main course. You're not the side dish. We're living in a world that has normalized a lot of toxic behavior. That doesn't mean that we have to be a part of it. It's not going to feel good to you. And I'm just creating this to remind you of your worth and to raise your standards, to have standards in your life, especially in your relationships. If you've been working on yourself, if you've been cultivating a deep sense of self-love and discovering who you really are, which you're a divine being inside of this body, you want to act in alignment with that. Hold your head up high and treat yourself with respect. The more that you treat yourself with respect, the easier it's going to be to have that mirrored in the outside world. The more we love ourselves, the more we respect ourselves, the more we care how we feel, truly, genuinely, the easier it's going to be to raise your standards and hold to them. Everything is starting from your internal world. You know, people, they say, why do you always talk about the self, the self, the self? What about everyone? It's one love and all this, right? Listen, guys, we're all here on the planet to do different things. But the messages that I share with you, the reason why I focus on the self so much is because everything is stemming from the self first. If you do not have a deep love, confidence, belief in yourself, faith in yourself and your capabilities, if you're not healing, doing the inner work, it's going to be extremely hard to care about anything else in the world. Everything is stemming from that. If you want a better world, it starts with us individually. We have to do the healing inside. We have to see a better world. We have to be a better world. It starts with us. That's why I tell you, don't look to the world to direct you. Tap and tune into self and then create from that space outward. Now, let's talk about relationships. Why does faithfulness matter in a relationship? You're not the side dish. You're not a side dish. You're not an option out here. You know, like, don't let anyone, and this is not just about men. This is in general, right? Whether you're a man or a woman watching this, people in the world, if they're unhealed, if they haven't been self-reflecting, if they're just going off of what the world is doing, they might treat you like you're just a side dish, like on their plate, their platter. They want some of this, some of that. I'll have some of that, that over there, that over there. I'm saving room from dessert. And tomorrow I'm gonna get me a whole new plate. Okay. Nah, you're the main course. You're a whole course. You're a whole goddess. You're a whole god embodied. And you deserve real love. Okay, so why does faithfulness and loyalty matter in a relationship? The world has this false mask happening in society, in the collective, right? Most of us have been hardened, and women especially, ladies, we want to connect to our feminine energy, connect to our truest essence, and yes, it is a bit soft, it is loving, but it's connected to the divine. It's how you were created. But even for men, men have feminine energy as well. Why does this matter? Because Your feminine energy is connected to your feelings. Your feelings are going to reveal the truth. Some people say don't listen to your feelings because, well, what if you're feeling lazy? Don't listen to those feelings. Okay, if you're feeling lazy, but then that's how you really feel. You don't have to act from that place. But that's different from being in a relationship or being in a situation that is making you feel bad. It's making you feel unworthy. It's making you feel sad, hurt, angry, which is just a side effect of sadness. Like people who feel angry, they really feel sad, right? So when you go a layer deeper, it's sadness, and your feelings are revealing something to you. You want to pay attention to those feelings. And when it comes to relationships, the world is moving from a hardened, they're not connected to their true self and feelings. When you like somebody, but especially when you're in love, of course it's going to hurt for the person that you love to go be with somebody else. This can be as small as giving them affection, paying them attention, but that can move into touching, kissing, complimenting them, admiring them in a sexual way, seeing them in a sexual light, fantasizing about them, going to be with them, sleep with them, you name it, emotional cheating, however you want to call it. But why is it called cheating? Are we all brainwashed? Are we all delusional? You know, because some people say that, okay, we are not meant to just be with one person, then why does it hurt so bad? Is it just our ego? Do we need to work on jealousy? Do we need to just love everybody equally? Well, let me ask you this. Do you love your mom the same way you love a stranger on the street that's walking past you? Of course not. Because here in these human bodies, although it's one love, although we're all connected in just one consciousness, we develop different relationships with different people. You don't love your child the same way you love your husband. You don't love your best friend the same way you love your dentist, right? Like it's different. So yes, of course, we should have love for everybody. But if you are in a connection or a relationship romantically with somebody, there's a reason why it hurts so bad when somebody breaks out of that or cheats or commits adultery or however you want to call it, right? And I mean, to be honest with you, if you're in a commitment, if you, let's say, your boyfriend and girlfriend, it's supposed to be moving towards a higher level of commitment, because you shouldn't be boyfriend and girlfriend for too long. You should go ahead and get married, make it official. Why? Because those strong emotions of love, they're powerful. And to avoid things like jealousy, to avoid things like sexual immorality, to, you know, and it's like, I'm not even Christian, but there's so many gems, like it's spiritual laws. They still apply. It doesn't matter what religion you are in. And they're internal. Our compass, our how we can not navigate this world, it's written into our souls. Like we know right from wrong, you know, inside when we pay attention. And so it doesn't feel good. So please don't lie to yourself. That's why I said, don't harden your heart. Don't think that you can, like, you'll be okay with it. You'll tolerate. That's just how it is. Every man does it. Because these are ideas in the world. Every man cheats. Or you know how women are. They're this, they're that, and all these. No, we're not. Like, connect to your inner child, to truth, to light, to real love, which does not dishonor others. So it is possible to be in a faithful, committed union and still love and respect and have fun with others, have other relationships with others, but it's not the same kind. And to each their own. But I just had to say the obvious, that no, it's not okay. No, it doesn't feel good for a reason. You're not going to feel good if the person you love is having relationships with multiple people besides you. Doesn't feel good. Love does not hurt other people. Love is not selfish. Love is not just thinking about the self. Love is the both of us, the both parties. So when we talk about relationships, there's this term we hear, like casual relationships, right? And to me, that's the easy way out. Now, and if you first, the deeper you go with somebody, right? The relationship is how you're relating to another, right? So the closer you get to somebody, You guys are spending time together. You're forming a deeper and deeper relationship. If one of you is saying they just want to keep it casual, what they're saying is they want the benefits of a relationship, but they do not want the responsibility of a relationship. Love requires accountability, responsibility. You have to care how this other person feels in the relationship. If you're harming them emotionally, if you're contributing to their well-being going down. And one way this shows up in the world is by cheating, is by not being faithful, is by a no, we're like not going to label it, we're not going to call it a relationship, a situationship. Right? How many of y'all have been in a situationship or are in a situationship right now? Ooh, I'm not here to judge. I'm not. Like if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I've opened up to you about being in one for a long time. And at the time, I thought, oh, it's just fun. Oh, it's just what everybody does. Oh, it's just casual. It's not too deep. And here's the thing. If you find yourself in a situationship, or if you only want to casually date and you're on this channel, I'm going to ask you to go deeper into those feelings. Why? Right? That simple word, why? I know for me on my own personal healing journey, as I started to do the inner work, I discovered that I wanted to be in situationships or just keep it as a casual thing because I had intimacy blocks up from situations in childhood. Okay, so you're able to go deeper, do the shadow work, and I can work with you one-on-one if you would like to go into your own personal story. But at the end of the day, situationships are harmful to both parties in different ways. For women, situationships hurt because you were made to be loved fully, not lusted over. Okay, so there's a difference between love and lust. A man who wants your time, affection, body, love, energy, affection, he wants to admire your beauty. He wants to like claim you as his without officially claiming you as his. Maybe he wants to sleep with you, but oh, he's not your man. He's not your boyfriend. He's not your husband. He's just some Joe Schmo. Like, no. Okay, so ladies, we have got to say no to these types of relationships because they're based in lust. And here's the thing, man or woman, lust is very tempting. It seems like glitter and gold. It's like makes your eyes, I want that. It's tempting. But on a spiritual level, you're being tricked because lust looks like love. It feels like love in the moment, but it's not. It's a cheap imitation of love. Lust could never be love. If you give in to lust, it's going to have you thirsting and wanting more. You're going to feel depleted. Whereas love, it fills your cup up. Love is so much deeper than a physical relationship. Love is I care for you. I'm here for you. I'm your friend. We're talking. We enjoy each other. Good times, bad times, plus the body, right? Plus the physical connection. It's an emotional connection, a spiritual connection. We're mentally going back and forth. You're satisfying me. I feel satisfied in every level, not just physically. Okay, so love fills up your cup and it's gonna make it overflow. That's love. I love you with your clothes on. I love your inner child. I love the spark in your eyes. I love your energy. I love you even when you're sad. I'm here for you as a friend. Genuine care. I can be honest with you, right? I want to be with you every day. You're my favorite person. I want to grow with you. I want to forgive you. I want to make mistakes and grow from it. That's love. Okay, so if you're engaging with lust, then it's like you are reducing yourself to just the physical, instant physical pleasure. Feels good in the moment, hot, spicy, passionate, and then it's fleeting, it's gone. And so you're not really getting what it is you need on a deeper level. So then you're going to feel depleted and you might not know why. Not to mention it's going to eat at your self-esteem, your sense of self, your self-worth, which is why you never want to find yourself in a situationship because it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your mind and it's disrespectful to your body. Now, fellas, you're next. Men, they want to, it has a different situationships and fear of intimacy or fear of commitment, things like that, wanting to keep things casual, it affects men in a different way. For women, it takes a huge blow to our self-esteem, our self-concept, and it's stemming from how we see ourselves internally, but we'll get to that point. But for men, it's a different thing. How do situationships affect men? It might boost our self-esteem, to be honest with you, right? Because we're living in a society that praises men having multiple women. They're seen as a player, like that's a good thing, a pimp. These words, like, they're not necessarily derogatory. Like, oh, you're the man. He has a lot of women, got a lot of options. He's got a team, right? Oh, I've heard a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. Right, so you could be seen as the man. Maybe it's boosting your self-confidence because you have so many so-called options or whatever, right? But how a situationship will hurt a man is he's still a boy in a sense, because you're lacking discipline, like your sexual discipline. You're lacking responsibility. You're not maturing as a man. See, the difference between a man and a man, he is not afraid of all the sides of himself. Like, he knows himself deeply. He knows he has masculine and feminine energy. He recognizes his vulnerability. And this does not mean he gets lost in his emotions, right? Because men are different from women. But he can recognize it. He can be in tune. He can recognize what those emotions are. He can honor them. Okay, so with the man, there's integrity. There's honesty. There's faithfulness. And see, for guys out there, I want you to think of a business, or if you're working on your body, you know that it takes devotion, discipline, control. You have to sacrifice, put effort in to achieve your goal. It's an investment. So that's the same thing when it comes to relationships. So then if you're too afraid, or if you're just undisciplined, or if you just lack motivation, no effort, it's also stemming from a wounded place. Okay, so everybody is wounded. Everybody got some wounds, some childhood issues and all that stuff. And the world reinforces it, right? And there's a reason for that. This is a spiritual walk on earth. So when you're ready to do the healing, you're going to recognize your own personal ways that you can grow, your personal growth journey, your healing journey, which is beautiful. But as a man, being faithful in a relationship is not just about pleasing the woman or looking good in society's eyes. Being faithful in a relationship is going to help you to grow spiritually. Okay, so yes, women are beautiful. They're in abundance. They're plentiful. But what happens when you live your life just following your D, just following your body parts, just living from a place of lust? You'll never be satisfied because it's fleeting and it's a trick. You're not going to get what you actually need. Because let's say you sleep with all these women, then what? At the end of the day, then what? You're there alone. So men also need touch, but not just physical, emotional, closeness, intimacy, love, care, which I told you, love and lust are different. Okay, so it's no coincidence that as men get older, even as women get older, we start to recognize these things like, wow, maybe you feel something's lacking in your life. You feel like, well, I want to grow up, right? I feel myself maturing or elevating, evolving, a new version of yourself, and that's okay, right? It doesn't matter how long, you guys, you've lived one certain way. Like, it doesn't matter, because you can always change. You can always evolve. When you decide to, you have to say, you got to press go. You got to say, okay, I'm ready for a change. And then you got to do it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for you. And that's why when you start to work on your internal self, now you're ready for a healthy relationship. It's kind of hard to go from like a situationship and like a wounded mindset to just like, oh, I'm going to be in a healthy relationship now. Like, it doesn't really work that way. You guys know that I went on a 4-year celibacy journey. Single. You need that single season. Okay, don't be in a rush. Don't compare yourself to other people. Oh, they're married. Oh, they have kids. Oh, he's whatever. Who cares? Like, we're each on our own individual path. But if you're in this space, if you're watching this video, then there's a reason for that. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to shed light on real life things like this. And I want you to know, whether you're a man or a woman, you're not a side dish. You're not somebody's option out here. You're the main course. You're the real thing. You're somebody's wife. You're somebody's husband, somebody's partner. You deserve to be respected. You're worthy of real love. Okay, so we have to erase the lies, the wounds from childhood, from past lives, past generations, even things we've learned in our family's history, cultural, collective wounds, all types of things. We have to shed the lies and connect to the divine, which is pure love. Okay, so the way God loves you, the way the universe loves you, that's the way you deserve to be loved, unconditionally. That doesn't mean you go hurt somebody that you so-called love. God does not hurt us. Like, we hurt ourselves when we fall away from God. We hurt ourselves when we hurt other people, and karma is real. So what you do, you reap what you sow. If you're moving from lust, you're going to not have good outcomes in your life. Obviously not a good relationship, not satisfied in your love life, afraid, angry, all these cloudy feelings, not knowing where it's coming from. Well, you're doing the wrong thing. You're living the wrong way, right? And not to say if you get into a committed relationship, it's going to be perfect. And sometimes those relationships end, and that's okay. But I just want you to remember your worth and raise your standards. And ladies, do not get fooled, okay? Because think about darkness or deception, the devil, however you want to deem it. It seems so alluring. It's so enticing. It's the sweet talkers. It's the, it looks good, but then inside it's not. It's masquerading. It's false. It's fake. It's deception. And so you got to just be careful. Keep your eyes wide open, but then do what's healthiest for you. Do what's in your own best interest, and release people who are not in a healthy energy. Now, you cannot just meet somebody and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, let's get deep, let's get intimate. Tell me about your childhood, so there's progression, right? When you first meet somebody, it is perfectly normal, healthy to, maybe you're dating different people, that's fine. And you're seeing who's going to be a good fit for you. But once you find somebody who you like and they like you too, and you are spending more and more time together, ladies, this part is so important. Do not just assume that you are in a relationship with this man. Okay, he has to say it. He has to make it official, has to come out of his mouth. And then he also has to prove it. His actions and his words have to align. So once you guys are in a relationship, he has to be faithful in that relationship. Okay, don't get swayed into, oh yeah, we know what it is. We are together, but you're not really together. Or I know he's seeing me, but he's also seeing her. And he's telling you it's okay because they're not you, right? All that sweet talk, all that deception is going to end up hurting you. Why does it hurt? Because your ego, because you're insecure? No, it hurts because it's wrong. Faithfulness matters in a relationship. Love means you're drawing closer to another one in an intimate relationship. So how can you be coming closer together and he turns around or she turns around and wants to explore other options? Do you think that's going to bring the two of you together? Absolutely not. You think you're going to be in harmony that way? Do you think you're going to be able to trust each other that way? No. And so as a woman, if you want to feel safe in your relationship, and that's the best feeling, being able to breathe, sink into your feminine energy, relax, know that you're held, that he's holding you down, meaning he's loyal to you. He loves you for real. He's not going anywhere. Stability, right? Which is what we need. We need our masculine to be the rock, to be strong, to be the leader. And then we can be a good woman to him. But don't be a good woman to him if he's not those things for you. If he can't commit to you, if he's keeping his options open, if his eyes are bobbling out of his head, he has, he's on Tinder, lust, pornography, liking girls' pictures on Instagram, all of it is in the same batch of like, okay, he's in unhealed energy, he has to work on himself first. So I'm just warning you ladies that if you get involved with a guy like this, there's reasons why, and it stems from inside of you. Woo, you didn't think I was gonna tell you that. I mean, you might just like him, right? You might think, oh, we're gonna grow past it, we're gonna get out of that, but just be careful, because energy is tricky. Energy doesn't lie. Even if he likes you a lot, he has to work on himself, because otherwise his subconscious is running 90% of the show. He's going to just act out, maybe not even know why he's sabotaging the relationship, might not even know why he's lusting over other women, might not even know why he feels he doesn't want to commit. All these excuses, and then maybe he's watching all this crazy content telling him that he should be treating women in a, derogatory manner, and just be like hurting women and be okay with it. This is the type of world that we're living in, which is why I had to come up on here and just tell you guys, faithfulness matters, integrity matters, loyalty matters. This is what a real man is, and this is what a healthy relationship feels like. And when we go outside of these lines, we're the ones that suffer. Now, let me take a little bit deeper, you guys. Drop me a comment if you're enjoying this video. I'm sending you just so much love, so much respect. I'm so grateful that you're here. Okay, so we want to look inside, right? Our internal state can reveal so much. If you find yourself in one of these relationships, it's a chance for you to learn and grow, okay? Self-reflect and just be like, see, for me, I realized that, oh, it's not even about the other guys. It's about me. Like, I'm afraid of intimacy. I don't want to get too close. I'm afraid of being hurt. I had these type of patterns in my own childhood. Now they're playing out in adulthood, right? So you have to go within and realize, oh, okay, maybe those things happen, but that doesn't have to be my future. That doesn't have to be my present moment. I know that I'm worthy of love. How do you know? How do you start to feel worthy of love? You start to love yourself. Self-love. How do you do this? Pray, purge, journal, cry, forgive, talk to God, mirror affirmations, speak to yourself with love, with kindness, become your own best friend, respect yourself, take care of yourself, become healthier for you. Not for anyone else, for you. True self-love. Now, you'll only accept a healthy relationship. Like, if it's not healthy, you're going to be able to spot it because you've been doing the work on yourself, right? And it's going to become unattractive. It's going to repulse you. You're going to want to go in a different direction because you know your worth. You've raised your standards within. Now the relationships have to match that standard too, right? So if you find yourself in a situationship, ask yourself why. Like, why are you tolerating their behavior? But also, why are you behaving that way, right? Because it's so easy to point the finger to other people, but more so ask yourself, do you think that's what you deserve? Are you okay with having a little bit of somebody instead of the whole person? Why, right? Were your parents there for you in every way? Physically, emotionally, mentally? Were you affirmed? Like, things like this, right? So we each have our own stories, but we're able to heal. And the beautiful part is, like, God gives us a chance to glow up for real. Glow up inside. And then as we do this, our relationships naturally improve. And here's the thing, you're able to work together with your partner. Let's say you guys are in a relationship, but it's unhealthy. Maybe there's cheating, maybe there's lies, lack of vulnerability, who knows what. If the both of you are on board to work on the relationship, it can heal. It can get better. Both of you can become better and help each other. But you just have to both be willing to, both be open to that. If it's just one of you willing to and the other one is not, don't even waste your time. So just to wrap up this video, a few last points. Okay, you're getting to know somebody. Let's say you're getting to know somebody. You like somebody. You're spending time with them. Ooh, you like their vibe. you like them. Oh, you have a crush right now. What's going on? You're spending time. Maybe you're kissing. Maybe you're touching. Hold your horses. Stop right there. Just relax and define the relationship. Communicate. If right then and there, if you guys both like each other and you want to take your relationship to the next level, one or both of you, you need to define it. And if they do not want to commit to you, or if you do not want to commit to them, then you guys are friends. Like, that's the homie. And be careful. Friends with benefits. It's like we said, you cannot confuse love and lust. And I'm just going to keep it so real with you. Why should you be giving your body, letting this man enjoy your entire body energy? You're sweating, you're making sounds, you're doing all these things. Okay, you're feeling love, you're making love, but then he doesn't want to be with you? Absolutely not. And if you want to take it there, if you want to do this, then you're in your lust. That's what it is. And do you, because you're grown. But I'm just letting you know that, like, internally, you're worth so much more than that. The same thing for men. Oh, you think you're the man because she's letting you do whatever? Okay, but does she respect you? Does she care about you? Does she want to love you? Do you want to love her? And if the answer is no, it's like you're cheating your own self. Okay, so let's not play ourselves out here. Like, we deserve real love. The last thing I'll tell you is that, let's say you are in a relationship, right? Oh, he said, oh, you want to be with me? Yes, I want to be with you. Oh, okay, you guys get together, right? But then you're in a relationship and all of a sudden you notice that he's starting to act out, or maybe you suspect cheating, or maybe you catch him cheating, someone's in the DMs, or his eyes are wandering around, popping out his head, and you're in a committed relationship. Let them, okay? Because that just means that that person is not ready to be committed to you. And you have to let them. You have to allow it. You have to surrender. They have some more growing to do. They might call it exploring. They're lost in their lust. So until they can mature, until they can heal, until they can realize what they're worthy of, there's nothing you can do. You can cry your eyes out, boo-hoo, and then you can let them be free. Because by you sticking around, you're only hurting yourself, okay? You deserve a loyal man. Fellas, you deserve a loyal woman who loves you for more than just what you can do for her, how much money you have, or how you look, your muscles in the gym. She has to really love you within. You're worthy of that. You're amazing. You're lovable. You're beautiful. You're unique. You're rare. You're one of one. She has to have this desire for you, yearn for you, love you, accept you, want you in every way. And until you find that, don't be just trying to share your body, because it's like what you're thirsting for, what you're yearning for, you're not going to get it with cheap thrills, okay? Because lust can never be love. All right, you guys, so I had to share this. You are not a side dish, you're the main course. That's right. Drop me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm sending you so much love, so much power, so much healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.